Hi, I'm Nico and welcome to my channel.
For today's video, we're going to talk about the best Gunpla chisels that I have ever used. The SAB or SAB Panel Liners are a set of chisels made by a Korean company called Samawangu that was launched in November of last year. Every single piece of chisel is made by hand, and for that reason, they can only produce small batches at a time, and every single time they get sold out. So if you want to grab yourself a couple of these panel liners, I have all the links down below. Each panel liner comes in a simple packaging with a paper card with all their info on it in Korean, and it comes with a heat wrap and a protector for the tip blade. I've decided not to use the heat wrap because I don't want to cover the laser engraved text here. And I figured I can just slide the protector onto the handle when I'm using the panel liner. But if you don't like the feel of the metal in your hands, or you think it might slip easily, then you can use a holder or use the provided heat wrap. It won't look as good though. They currently have a set of 14 sizes, from 0.15 up to 3mm. Each panel liner goes for about $30 US dollars, which I believe is about the same price as BMC chisels these days. I have seen modelers, and it is also indicated at Samawangu's site that you can use these panel liners with a BMC holder. But I find that it's a bit too wide and there's a tendency that it can split the plastic holder, so I opted out of using it. You can, but just use caution. Also, I believe SAB will be releasing their own set of holders, so we just need to wait a bit to get those. What I decided to do is to slide over the protective tube over to the handle when I'm using the panel liner, and then slide it back up when I'm done to protect the tip blade. Comparing the SAB panel liners with the BMC, you can see that it's longer and wider, and so I personally think it's better in terms of how well you can grip it in your hands. It feels lightweight but sturdy at the same time, and I think that's really important in a chisel. It should not be slippery, and you should be able to hold it really well in your hands. There is also a bit of difference between the weight of the SAB panel liners and BMC chisels. The SAB is a tad heavier, which is why I think it's better in terms of the hold and grip in the hand than BMC chisels. Because BMC chisels are too light and small that you really have to use a holder after a while, because there's a tendency for it to slip. With SAB panel liners, I don't really feel like I need a holder at all. Right now, I have this thigh part of the eggshell that I scribed I think over a year ago now, and we're going to replicate the design with SAB panel liners. I chose this piece because this is the most detailed scribe that I've done. With the SAB panel liners, I think it's also really nice because the shavings comes out cleanly, unlike in lower quality chisels, where the plastic residue has a tendency to get stuck on the sides or in the line itself. My first impression when using the SAB panel liners is that it's sturdy and sharp. The plastic comes out really clean, even in just the first light pass of the blade. What's more surprising is that it maintains its sharpness even on a wider blade such as a 3mm. Honestly speaking, before I was able to try these out, I was a bit skeptical when people said that this is as good as BMC chisels, because I think no other brand has ever come close to doing that. But SAB did just that. It may be a latecomer having just launched last year, but it proved to be an awesome tool that it quickly went on to become one of the best scribers out there. I have mentioned in my previous videos how I'm trying to lessen my detailing, but seeing how clean and better my scribing looks with the SAB panel liners, I might just go back to scribing like crazy. Also, I have to mention that even though I keep saying the panel liner is sturdy and hard, you should never ever drop it. That would be a nightmare. But fortunately for you, Because of the body shape of the panel liner, you won't have to worry about it rolling off your table. Now let's talk about what I've managed to do on this thigh part. Back when I was scribing this, I was so proud of myself because of how detailed it is, and I kept showing it to my dad and saying how it looks so clean. But looking at it now, it's just so bad. I want to say that I got better at scribing, but really, I think it comes down to having better panel liners. I have no plans of actually finishing this extra because I over-detailed it, but now I think I might just take another go at it, this time with the best panel liners I've ever used. Feel free to let me know in the comments below if you want to see me finish this extra build. I also tried using the SAB panel liners on a resin part, and it works great as expected. Resin can be brittle and harder than plastic, but it made no difference on the panel liner. It was still able to scribe through it cleanly. From my honest opinion, I would like to say that SAB panel liners are the best chisels in the market right now. I would even go as far as to say that with this quality, I don't think it's inferior to the BMC chisels at all. With that said, I really think SAB panel liners are worth the investment. They are worth the investment if you are serious about scribing, because if you are just starting out and you're not yet familiar with scribing, it would be better to get used to it with the cheaper but good quality chisels or scribers first. The only reason why I don't recommend this to beginners or modelers looking to experiment with their Gunpla is the steep price point. But if you have the money to spare, then go at it, I'm not stopping you. I have tried a couple of scribers and chisels before, but I must say that SAB is really good. I used to think that if you're good enough in your craft, you can make do with just low quality tools. But like Emmert Wolf once said, a man is only as good as his tools. And it's true. But you've also got to remember that good tools make a skilled craftsman better, but they will not make a poorly skilled craftsman good. With the SAB panel liners, I've come to realize that just being skilled doesn't always guarantee a good result. Your tools must be able to do the job as well. And that's it for today's video. Hit that like button if you liked this review. And do let me know in the comments below what you think of SAB panel liners.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe and watch my other videos.